evening, folks. See, we got a few people in the house. I don't see you down there. There he is. See, we got a few people in the house. Good evening, Al. Good evening, Gil.
Hey.
I don't see you down there. There he is.
Yep. There's Gil.
Yeah, he's Mr. Roboto at the moment.
Yep. There's Gil.
All right, while we get that situated, let's see who we got in here tonight. We've got Pete's Little Homestead. We've got Courtney from Wide Family. Ryan the Gamer. That's it.
Can you hear me all right, or am I coming in?
I can hear you. It looks like we lost Mr. Gill, though.
Yeah, it's the internet because of the storm over Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's just his internet, period.
All right.
Oh, there's Gil.
Yeah, you can hear me. What happened is I think my camera did, so I'm going to unplug my camera for a second.
Okay.
And there I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, this new high def 1080 camera. Every now and then goes.
Yeah, it's overheating.
No, I just plugged it in for the first time. I didn't do anything last night.
Hey,
That's
Red,
weird.
You're running off, and I got the package. Get in front of the camera here. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to talk about seeds.
And I got my package too.
So let me go ahead and get rid of this thing here.
Yeah. And
there. Now we're visible.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I'm wearing my oh shit hat because at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm heading to California again.
Oh God.
And I will be leaving to come back at 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday. This is going to be a fast turnaround.
Right. You want to hear something funny?
Hillary Clinton just shot Nancy Pelosi by accident.
No. Some fool set fire to the ballot box, and immediately 12 policemen knocked him to the ground. Guess where the ballot box is at?
In front of the police station.
Yes.
That made a lot of sense.
That was funny as hell. I don't know where these people come from.
I do, but we can't say that on a channel like mine.
True. We don't want to get back.
I can do it without you getting a strike. You go to one of these old barrels that have been sitting with slime in it for 400 years. You dump it out and you scrape the bottom of the barrel, and that's them.
Okay, I'll be right back. I hear something buzzing in my area, so I'll be right back.
Watch out for that UFO.
True. Dave, are you going to start with garden seeds or field seeds?
Whatever you got I have in this package.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, right. As soon as you got one package, you go ahead and go first, Gil.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Sure,
okay, so this one here is not opened yet. And it says on here, water and tear resistant. Yeah, it's tear resistant. So there's only one thing for me to do. See if I can do this just perfect here.
Hey, Queen of the North. Good evening.
Hoo-hoo. Cut one level only. And so I will get in here. And let's see what I got from the October Seed Swap 2020. That was hosted by Courtney of Wide Family Farm. And it says, I'll just read off the screen here. It says starter garden, organic, space saver salad garden. Cool.
Darn.
And it looks like you got beets, lettuce, radishes, and cucumbers, possibly. Yeah, cucumbers, bush champion cucumbers, radish is Cherry Bell. The lettuce is Black Seed Simpson. And it's the Detroit Dark Red Beet, which is kind of interesting.
You can keep the beets and send the other 3 to me.
Well, the beets I grew last year here, but my wife didn't grow that particular version in California, and she the Apple Valley College, when I was down there last week, had some. I was doing their plant sale, and she picked herself one variety of lettuce, and she picked up the black seeded Samsons for me, which I brought up here to Idaho. So she doesn't know what they're going to taste like. So I'm taking this to California tomorrow and let my wife plant these down there in California and see how they do down there. It should do really great down there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Brass. Okay, my turn. First package. Also from Miss Courtney. And the garbage that went. Seeds are right here. So, had y'all full, didn't I?
Yeah, Courtney's going, what?
It's an easy sow discs. Seed discs.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, for me,
cool.
yes, because I don't have a green thumb. Let's see. This is.
Oh, those are easy. That's burpee, isn't it?
Let's see. It's got parsley, basil, and cilantro. All good.
Yeah, that's burpee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's from Miss Courtney.
Good, Courtney.
And
Lori just came in.
And Lori's asking, where is M6 package?
It's supposed to be my package, and I'm working on that, Miss Lori. There was an issue here with it, and I've had to correct a few things. So I mislabeled something, and Customs had an absolute hissy fitty and shipped it back. But it will be on its way, I promise. As soon as I get some more money. Next is from the Red Shed. The Red Shed, which is also here in the Buckeye State, not too far from Two Family Homestead. They're kind of like neighbors, you know? Well, the package is empty. There's no loose seeds in it, so that's a good start. So first we got some arugula.
Ooh. That's a shade plant.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is dill seed. So we got some dill.
Yeah.
Some Tom Thumb selling peas. Some sugar magnolia snap peas.
Ooh.
I grew those 2 years ago. Those are really good.
Yeah.
I have a hodgepodge of seeds, which I will go through in a minute. Let's see. Some Cherokee black beans. Some kale.
Another shade and cold weather plant.
Yep.
Some basil.
Grows
Warm
just about anywhere. It goes just about anywhere.
Burgundy beans.
Ooh.
Getting fancy.
Ooh, snuck in. Somebody snuck in. Oh, good evening, our cabin. Some watermelon. No garden's no garden's a garden without it. Ooh, some caraway. Some papilo. Corn. On the cob, of course. Russian kale. I wonder how fast it is. If it's Russian, how fast is it? Some Tom Thumb lettuce.
The nice thing about Tom Thumb, you could grow those in flower pots inside the house.
What was this one again? Oh,
Cilantro.
more cilantro. Some more lettuce. Let us not get too far ahead of ourselves. Ooh, cauliflower, my favorite. We got some mouse turds. And some purslane. This stuff's good too.
Cool.
Sorry, Laurie. I like appetizers. I'm having egg salad and olives.
Why, thank you, Mr. Courtney's husband.
It's Dustin.
Hi, Dustin.
Yes. It's a. Hold on. I will be right back.
Uh-oh. All right. While he's away, let's play. No. So, Al, you posted your video too close. I was still watching your video when we went live. I had to pause. I had to, kill it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the last 5 minutes of it.
Don't worry.
But it was pretty good going in there. I mean, you're going through all your stuff and everything. And I was talking to Dave, so I partially missed what you were talking about. The fishing fleets. Which countries were those that would go out there sucking everything dry? You said
it's China.
China.
Yeah.
Is Russia doing it too a little bit or not? Or
no? The Russian fleets are totally was wiped out in the 90s and 80s because it's just a mess with the Russians. But the big ones are some of the smaller Asian countries and America and Europe, but they don't do as bad a damage as the huge, whatchamacallit. America and Europe uses factory ships. China uses a armada, a huge one. And they have one off the Galapagos. 5 nations are telling them, leave the Galapagos or we're going to nuke all your boats. That's 350 small vessels and 2 massive factory ships. They're literally stripping out everything. So if you're coming, like let's say you're from Peru and you're going to native fishing grounds and you're going to catch a limit, you go out there, everything's gone, even the seabed. They strip everything because they have to feed 3 billion people. They didn't tell you that.
There.
Yeah.
Corsair Trainers in the house.
Hi, Steve. If everybody watched Steve's video this morning, it was very good. Go back, put it on your playlist, and watch it again.
Dang, I hate it. Or did I catch that one or not? Because I know about every other one. I watched so much stuff this morning. Is where I may have caught it this morning. I'm not sure.
As life goes on.
Move this over here and take a look-see here. Yeah, they're hiding that one from me because usually when I go in, I see everything, all the ones I've subbed to, all the different channels come up when I go to YouTube, and anything they posted today is not, and he's not in there, so they bleeped me again.
They're always bleeping Steve. Sorry, Steve.
All right, I'm back.
Of course, there.
Dave's back, and Dave's right there.
Yep, I'm right here. Good evening, Steve. Don't mind me, I'm sticking seeds inside a can.
Life goes on. Nope, I did not. I don't think I saw that one. Doesn't look like it.
What are we looking for?
Oh, when Steve came in, Al mentioned about his video this morning. Wait, I don't remember a video from Steve this morning.
On some channel, it's blocked. I don't know why. I had to boot up my gear twice to get the complete video.
Yeah, the Monday morning coffee, Island of Misfit Toy shows up every time. It's some of the other ones now. About half the other ones are getting blocked out. So I got it up here. So when we're all done, I'm going to go in and watch it.
I think it's the Chinese. Not only they have massive fleets, but they're screwing up YouTube. Okay, Dave, back to seeds.
Oh, I'm done with those for now. Hold on, I gotta.
All right. So
get rid of that.
Yeah, it looks, the little preview it gives when you hold it over there, what it talks about here. It's a very. It looks like it's going to be a very good one, even though it's just barely, not quite 5 minutes. The one from Steve it looks like it's going to be a very thoughtful and down to earth, no nonsense video. Just looking at it here.
I don't know why they always knock on Steve's stuff. It's good stuff.
That's why, because he's using common sense, and he's getting rid of the fear mongers and saying, hey, pull your head out and do it right.
And he's not
In other
saying
terms,
yeah, go ahead, Gil.
he was not saying exact those terms, but that's the gist of what he's saying is, hey,
Also, the other thing is, Steve doesn't sell crap from China either.
That's why. That's why they do it, because he's not promoting them.
Yeah.
Right. Do you see what they're promoting now from Olight? They're trying to get me to promote Olight lamps. And I'm looking at them like, huh? No. I'm not doing that stuff.
No, I got offered a year ago.
All right, our cabin in the woods, when we're talking about Steve, that's Corsair Trainers. He's great guy. No longer active duty Marine, not a former Marine, no longer active duty Marine. And he worked in the prison system, and he does firearms training. So he's very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah, he's still got a few brain cells left.
I'm biting my tongue about where he lives.
Yes, please.
Hey, Steve, I'm coming back tomorrow morning.
See, he just can't get away from it. He's got to go back.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, Gil, I talked to a teacher out there in California.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my niece-in-law is a. Is she teaching? I know she's always posting about stuff on Facebook about supporting teachers and everything else constantly. So I know my one nephew in Texas is got certified to be a teacher, but he's just doing all the maintenance stuff at the private school down there that he works at. He doesn't want to deal with the teenagers. He did enough of that in the Navy.
Yeah, by then they're too old to have to run around wiping their noses with Kleenex because they're too lazy to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, now that we've completely gotten on a different tangent, seeds. Since how Mr. Al is nibbling Mr. Gil, what are you doing about your seed situation?
Well, like I said, the ones I got from Courtney, I'm going to take to my wife because I brought back from California. She harvested. I got these sandwich bags that are full, not just a couple seeds like you do in the packets. We're talking, look like a big old, a kilo of something else of seeds for
Uh-oh. I think we lost him again. Yep. Hey, Al, you're not making any noise, Al.
Can you hear me now, Dave?
I can now.
And I'm back. Yeah, my camera's really fudging up. I'm gonna have to go back to the low dollar camera. It never had these problems.
Just update your drivers.
Yeah. Anyways, I picked up a new computer today at Costco, a Dell gaming computer with a terabyte drive and buku memory and everything else on it. So hopefully that'll, and when I set that all up, hopefully it'll have all the drivers because it's got the latest versions of Windows 10 in it. Yeah, I know. Oh, Quebec Homestead just popped up a video planting garlic. That just popped up. That just popped up here.
Yeah, it's another item I need to add to my list of seeds.
Oh, who else? My wife has tons of garlic seeds. Tons,
Right.
seeds
Martha,
and stuff. Yeah, Martha, that's it. Yeah, she just did one. She did one today, and someone else did one as well. Not
I
Samson's
think
farm.
Anthony was planting, but no video.
Yeah, and someone else was talking about the garlic. It may have been Audra.
Could be. I think it was Audra.
Yeah, so that's homestead. Audra is homesteading in Idaho. For those of you that don't know, her channel's kind of hard to find.
No kidding.
Yeah, you type in homesteading in Idaho instead of bringing up hers, it brings up every other homestead channel in Idaho.
And I got a couple of ones that are not like, okay, I don't think they're gay. I'm still typing away trying to find them.
Yeah, I have what I planted last year. I only used like a third of the seeds I have, so I still have all those seeds. Plus, I bought after the season was over, picked up a 15-pound bag of sweet corn and a 10-pound bag of not hybrid, just the opposite. Heirloom, two variety sweet corn for livestock.
Cool.
But hey, if livestock can eat it in a pinch, hey, we can eat it too.
Right, but you got to lime it a little bit.
And so I'm going to be this spring. I'm going to be just planting a bunch out there. Oh, and we harvested about 5,000 sunflower seeds.
Nice.
So
are you going to get the sunflower seed press? Make your own sunflower oil?
We're going to put them back in the ground again next spring and see if we can get a boatload of plants going. Because a couple of a bunch of the smaller sunflowers that weren't quite mature yet, and when they got frozen, we tossed them into the chickens, and the chickens are just my daughter's chickens are going nuts on them.
Oh yeah.
So what are you doing, Mr. Al, for your seeds?
I got 2 boxes, big plastic boxes of American seeds, which is the regular summer and spring vegetable type. I have my winter seeds, which is mostly Japanese, which is mostly Japanese, Chinese, and Orientals. And those grow best in the winter. My winter's pretty mild here. Like this morning is only 45. I'm in t-shirt weather. But it gets about 80 degrees in the afternoon. I have to be very careful what I plant because health reasons. And I got to go between the farm, my house, or my guy who I rent out a plot that he grows stuff for me. So right now I got a lot of my green stuff growing. They're only about this big. And this time after the 6th planting, none of the birds have mowed it down and eaten their fill.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh, you want to see my patio garden in the last couple of videos when I showed it? Between the smoke, the ash, and the neighborhood birds, like, okay, there's pigeons, blue jays, sparrows, crows, and they're like, hey, salad. And they just mowed that little bucket of greens to the ground.
Throw some granola out there.
They ate that too. I'm afraid if I go step out there and throw a shoe, they eat the shoe too.
Yeah.
Take and get some granola with raisins in it. Not the kind with nuts, but granola with raisins. They'll leave your plants alone for a little bit.
And then they'll eat the plants as a finisher.
Dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I?
No, I got some beets and daikon growing about this high, so that's pretty good. And I won't get like frost until December to January because I live in the desert. It gets 120 over here, but the winters are fairly mild. we're going to have our orange season. So my neighbors told me, if you want any oranges, here's a 50-pound bag. Go help yourself. And I'm getting sick of citrus.
My seed situation is now improved thanks to the generous donations of the Red Shed and Miss Courtney. Because the last seeds I had actually came in this can.
Oh, God.
And I sent all of these seeds to a fellow YouTuber, 3D Tripper, so she could fill up her garden. Because I had no intention of growing anything at that time.
Right.
Hey,
guys, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Dave, this is your show. The biggest con they're doing right now is survival seeds. If they're not packaged right, if they say vacuum packed, you just wasted $25 on dead seeds. Because my sister did that. She gave me a can. I'm looking at her like, is this nitrogen filled or vacuum packed? And she said, they're vacuum packed. And I told her, you just spent $25 on dead seeds. Because I buy seeds all the time because I do heirloom, organic, and traditional. And I have to inspect all the seeds. So that's why my eye's bad. And where is it?
Good evening.
He's looking. We got Nikki Saint, all right?
And Tony and Leanne.
And Tony and Leanne doing the redneck thing.
Yep. Hi, Tony and Leanne. Like I said, I have to use this to inspect the seeds.
So in the side, hey Timo, long time no see, buddy.
Yep.
So in the side chat, how are you guys doing with your seed situations? Have you noticed a drop in the ability to pick them up in your area, or are you still able to get what you need? Because last time I caught one, our favorite moderator was starting to say 2 months ago that she was noticing issues getting seeds, that places were running out. So I'm curious as to if anybody has been able to locate, and if you have, go ahead and post the link in the side chat for others to find.
Yeah.
Courtney said, go ahead.
Yeah. Courtney said she's a Baker Creek junkie, but Audra at Homesteading in Idaho says the Snake River Cooperative still has a lot of seeds. Of course, they're better. Those seeds are more acclimatized for the northern region of the United States, not so much the southern region, but they have seeds.
Right. Now, folks, the big reasons why there's a shortage of it, one, it's commercial and domestic. The big seed growers are stockpiling until February. The domestic growers are going to the big box first, and they're getting the orders. Anything that comes out of domestic branches, other than private companies, are being put out. And if you don't get it, there's going to be a dry spell between December through February. You won't find seeds.
Well, that's only part of the issue. The other part of the issue is a lot of the areas where the seeds are grown, they grow the plant, was nastily hit for the last 2 years with floods.
Yep.
So a lot of the seed production that we've been used to is been disrupted.
Yeah, Snake River Seed Cooperative, and it's Snake River Seeds, plural.com. And I'm going to try to put that in the link. I have to go back in here and open up
World Without Law just put out is it Midgard? Dang it.
M.I. Gardner, Michigan.
M.I. Gardner.
Yeah.
And it's Timo. Excuse me.
And that's also based on northern varieties too, folks.
Okay, got it opening up here. All
right. Just make sure it's for your region, because I have a lot of first-time planters that plant stuff, and they're wondering, why doesn't it come out of the ground? And I'm looking at it. We're in the desert. Why are you planting northern crops here?
Hey, Jay.
And they say, they're all burnt up. Well, yeah, it's 120 outside.
And the Red Shed, again, thank you. That was a nice, bountiful plethora of seeds that I will find a way to plant next year. I just won't be where I'm living now. Some way, somehow, I'm getting up, bleep, beep, 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 bleep, beep, bleep, beep, out of here. If I could add 3 more bleeps, I would.
So if anybody has a rental unit, they could rent to Dave over here.
No, I'm not. No. If I move out of state, it's back to Michigan.
Yeah.
In Michigan. Anybody has empty houses in Michigan? Sorry. I mean, decent empty houses in Michigan.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I grew up in Detroit. I'm not going back to Detroit. They can't.
Nobody
pay me
wants to
enough
go back to Detroit.
Oh, they'll pay you to move,
Yeah.
and that payment is enough to actually buy a house in certain areas. Problem is, I know those areas. I know people from them areas. I used to hang out in those areas. I'm not going back.
Yeah. Been there, did that, got the T-shirt, and you're not, don't want another.
No.
How about Battle Creek, Dave?
Nope, not going anywhere near Kellogg's. Nope. You have no clue how bad that place smells in the middle of summer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it smells
It's
like
all the
a
sugar
paper
beets.
plant. No, I'd go back up to where I used to live, up near the middle of the state, Mount Pleasant area.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant's nice.
Courtney says they have a 2-story barn.
That'd be good for Charles.
Hey, a 2-story barn big enough, you can remodel that into a super house.
Oh, yeah.
Just the upper floor.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad idea there, Jay.
Jay, if you look around, they have prefab shed. African Lion bought his with 12 acres in whatchamacallit, East Texas. Only bad thing is you're going to be killing copperheads left to right.
Yeah. Well,
that's good food. I mean,
yeah. Our neighbor, in some of my videos, you've heard me talking about my neighbor Brandon across the street. Well, he and his fiance are moving, and they're going to sell us their house when they move. And my wife is working on the financing, and she has the down payment set up because how much they want for it. So she's got the money for the down payment. We'll go ahead and buy it now. Just there and run it back at a pittance, to what you're, and they go, no, we don't want to have something happen that will go past the first, the December 1st to pay big taxes on it because they sold it this year and reinvested it in the home. So, yeah, they were looking at one house about 90 miles south of us, and they had put an offer in it, and it went for like 2 weeks. It was the best offer, and then the last day before they would have been chosen, someone else came in and bumped them.
Probably a Californian.
25 acres, right near her parents' 500-acre ranch.
And I did see that, Timo. Jackson's a little bit far, but I know where it's at. It's not that far from hell, literally. Hell, Michigan is not that far from Jackson, Michigan. I've stayed in a motel in hell, literally.
How many states have a town or city called hell?
Pennsylvania.
There's got to be several of them.
And yeah, the paper mill in Circleville, I've been near it. And yeah, I'd rather go through a sewage treatment plant on most days than be anywhere near paper mills. And Red, I'm glad you have those 6. I've only got 1. You can keep yours. I'll keep mine. Thanks. I don't think I could handle 5 more. Getting too old for it.
So, Dave, anything else on seeds?
I don't. Anybody in side chat? I was kind of hoping Miss Kathy would make it, but because she's got a couple. Last time I knew, she had a couple different lines on seeds, other than what we've already listed here.
Right. Now, folks, do not freeze your seeds because I've seen people do that. Do you freeze babies? Don't freeze your seeds. You can put them in the refrigerator to last longer, but it has to stay at a certain temperature group. If you freeze your seeds, and it doesn't have dirt to cover it to keep it warm, basically you're killing your seeds just like that, like boiling. Do not vacuum pack it. Do not can seeds. I seen a person put their seeds into a water bath thinking that'll preserve it. No, don't do it. You don't put babies in cans and you put them in water. Never do that.
Yeah, we're not Hillary. I mean,
Well, I got an answer to people's question here. I mean, what kind of question came up with? Places in the world named hell. There are 4. And, the Michigan one is an unincorporated community in Livingston County.
Yep. It's actually a nice town. It's just got a bad name.
Reminds me of that Clint Eastwood movie, High Plains Drifter, where he made everybody paint the town red. Now they're all talking about freezing babies.
I see that.
Well, people,
I just didn't say a word.
Oh, so Tony and Lance say they heard there were 12 states that still have federal land you can homestead for a fee per acre.
Correct. There are several states that offer fairly generous offerings for you to move to that state. Alaska being the most notable. Everybody knows Alaska will pay you a stipend every year to move there. Problem is, that's an awful damn long far away for me to try and move.
And that stipend they're going to give you, you'll use that at the first 2 months of every year.
Yep.
Well, not only that, but being on disability would also affect my disability.
Yeah.
Any income affects the amount. So that would really smack me in the face. I don't like it.
You could try Wyoming, but how much snow is in Wyoming right now?
I don't care about snow. See, y'all forget that. I love the snow. I was born and raised in Michigan. I love snow. I lived in the snow belt. So snow's nothing for me. Y'all get crazy when y'all see snow. I love it.
Okay. It says the 12 a year to go to Alaska. It's not more than just a couple months. Of course, the way they're sitting and stuff is up there.
You're Mr. Roboto, Gil.
Yeah, I'm going to close the other things over here. I'll go and watch Steve later. Yeah, I had a chance to set up my computer it's hot.
Jay, that would be phenomenal, but there are certain, if I understand correctly, there are certain things that you do not get if you go through something like what you're showing there. The mineral rights belong to the state.
Oh, yeah. So you mine all that gold, guess where it gets going?
Yeah, you did all the work and got nothing for it.
Yep.
And no, Courtney, no, I would not move to Akron if it was the last place on earth. And Jesus himself, well, if Jesus was there, I'd move, of course. But yeah, I'm not moving to Akron. No.
Nobody wants to move to Akron.
Times. I ain't moving to Akron.
It's like Cleveland. Nobody wants to go to Cleveland either.
Nope. Done been there too many times as well.
Am I still sounding weird, or is it finally getting that?
Yeah, you still sound like Mr. Roboto.
A discotheque, Mr. Roboto.
Oh, now Reed on Magnify the Imagination was planting seeds from, I guess, from gourds and beans from a bag that he got from the supermarket. There's a few things plant from the supermarket, but you gotta be careful because most of them are hybrids,
Mhm.
and you want to see some weird stuff grow out of the ground. Plant those.
Okay.
All right.
I think after maybe laptop, maybe getting ready to die.
And it did die.
Yep.
Okay. So, hold on. I got to go back up to here. If this laptop will work. Hold on. He's up, up. Let's see. Buffalo Seed Company. That is, I've heard of them.
Are you okay?
No, you're still Mr. Roboto.
Uh, no. I'm gonna bow out here before this thing dies totally. I will see you guys.
All right. Take it easy. We'll catch you Friday.
Uh,
Yeah, his old laptop is doing what mine was doing. Saying,
Yep.
I give up. I give up. I quit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't move to Nevada either. Growing season there would be far superior to living up north. Let's see. And I'm not, the snow can get neck deep on me. That's 6 foot deep. I don't care. I'll just dig tunnels through it. Now, if you want to talk about deep snow, go to the UP of Michigan, where when they plow the road and they finally get down to the asphalt, you can hide a semi inside it. There are some areas that literally get 18 to 20 feet deep. That's deep snow.
Right. Didn't they lose a train back in '49 in that deep snow in Michigan?
Yeah, and they found it when it finally thawed out.
Yeah.
Hey, Red. All right. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for
Night
stopping
Red
in.
Shed. Now, a lot of people they look at the supermarket and they see beans and okay, some of the seeds you can plant, some of them you can't. You have to be very careful. Um, on vegetable seeds, if you harvest it like tomatoes or cucumbers, that won't regenerate and you might get a weird offspring because it's too for a faster growing hybrid for it. Or like my sister learns, they decay faster than normal on fresh vegetables. Right now, I tell everybody get butternut squash, kobocha squash, uh, zucchini squash, not zucchini, spaghetti squash, the hard shells. And right now, they have a big sale on pumpkins. Pumpkins is a great food, prepper food storage. You could use it for Halloween and later slice up the jack o' lantern. Where's my knife? Well, it's down there. I have a big knife. Just chop it up and dry it.
This one big enough?
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to see if you needed something big.
Yeah. That'd
What'd you
be
fix me,
perfect.
Lori? Lori said she had to go eat. What'd you fix? Because now I'm hungry.
I
Of course,
think
you
she
figure
had
I've been
pizza.
fasting for the last week and haven't really ate much in 7 days.
Yeah, chickens love pumpkins too because they're smart. If everybody just dried pumpkins, here's a simple after you dehydrate the pumpkins and you cut it thin enough, hydrate it in water and deep fry it. Then you have sweet pumpkin chips. Instead of potato chips, you have pumpkin chips, which is low in carbs, healthy for you, and it's a quick snack. You could either use cinnamon and vanilla to sweeten it, or sugar. Brown sugar is nice too, or lime.
What is Puzza? I think she meant pizza.
Yeah, pizza. I still got to do that Mexican pizza for, I think, Harshman Hills.
Mm.
Yes, I cook a lot, folks. And if you don't have anything in the house, freeze a bunch of bobolis, then thaw it out in the oven, put your toppings on it. I have a Mexican pizza, really easy to do. You don't need any meat. Just put enchilada sauce, whatever type, red or green. put refried beans, add cheese to it, and add tomatoes and cilantro, and then bake it for, let's see, 450 at 15 minutes. And you have a nice pizza.
Well, Pusa is a YouTube channel from Canada. I didn't know they were a Pusa.
Yeah. But it's onesie, I think.
I'm being a smart aleck. There is a YouTube channel called Pusa Studios.
Right.
They are Canadian. Hey, Miss Green Thumb. Welcome.
Hi, Miss Green Thumb. What's your favorite seed company?
I used to deal with Burpee when I was younger. That's all we ever bought, the Burpee seeds, when we had a place when I was younger. Matter of fact, for, I don't know, like 4 years in school, that's what they had us sell were Burpee seeds for our fundraisers. So you don't get hers from the seed company.
Yeah. When I was younger, I used to sell I was, how can I say it, salesman for Ferry Morris. And I would go into stores and change the racks. This is before scanners and stuff. And I would have a logbook and I would write down everything and numbers and stuff. It's good pay, but I got tired because you have to drive a van, pick up the old seeds, put in the new racks with the new seeds, back and forth, change displays, explain to people what grows good in your area. That drove me nuts.
Yeah, if you're not used to growing stuff, make sure you find somebody who is knowledgeable in your region.
Right.
Every region has a different growing season, a different growing climate. Certain seeds work better in each different area. What I can grow here is not going to grow very well out in California.
Nope.
And what Al can grow, I probably am not going to grow here. So
Too short of season.
So yeah, I'm not going to be planting any banana trees here, unfortunately.
No, or orange trees or peanuts.
I could get away with orange trees.
How about peanuts?
I doubt it.
Because Washer Farms, he commercially grows peanuts, and I'm a Southern boy. I eat boiled peanuts.
No thanks.
I
like my peanuts to have crunch.
You like it roasted?
Yes.
I like mine's boiled. Big thing about peanuts, anything in the South Belt in California, you can grow peanuts. They're really good. They're easy to grow. They're the fastest source of plant protein you could find is peanuts. But a lot of people also have peanut allergies too. Mm-hmm. So you have to be careful about that. And whatchamacallit? You can boil peanuts, salt water. Sometimes I use beef stock. And once it's all done, you take it out, leave a little bit of the fluid, and you dump in hot sauce on top of it, Frank Red Hot. And then when you're eating it, it's not that bad. But I'm used to eating weird stuff.
Well, the best person to go watch and learn from is Food Forest Permaculture, Howie.
Oh, yeah. Howie's always a good channel.
Yep. If you need to, hey, Scrapman, if you really want to learn, go watch Howie and then go check out the Green Wizard. If you have soil issues, excuse me, the Green Wizard and his book will help you. And I keep giving away every copy I buy and I never get them back. But yeah, I'm down 4 books with none in house. Something strange about that.
But, that's all right.
Yes. Howie has a tropical rainforest in his yard and his house. And the Green Wizard, through his book, which is written in a layman's term where even I can understand it. And if I can understand it, you should be able to understand it because most of you guys are probably smarter than me in some respects. I'm just a crazy YouTuber.
Yep.
So go check out the Green Wizard's book and fix your soil. And then you can create a food forest permaculture area like Howie's got and never have to worry about a grocery store again.
Right. And if you're in like a small area or an apartment, you can either rent a plot, or if the city got empty spaces where you can garden, you could do that. Or like me, I do patio gardening. I garden everything from containers, surrounding, gravel, you name it. I've been experimenting with stuff that people look at me like, Uncle Al, what the heck are you doing? And I'm looking at them. You went to Harvard and you sprayed weed killer in my backyard and nuked all my tomatoes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't grow anything here. One, the place where I live will throw a fit.
Mm.
Two, the kids around here and the stray animals that people bring home and then decided they don't want it no more and just throw it out their front door. So we got several stray cats and there's a few stray dogs running around. Would destroy anything I could plant. So
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
that's why I want to get out. One of the reasons I want to get out of here. Two, there's just too many other things here. Too much other stuff that's not healthy for my son. I've found needles, both used and unused, right outside, 20 feet from my doggone front door. Found one again yesterday. Was coming back from the store and walking over the little berm, and there's a used white needle laying right in the grass about 15 feet from my back door. So, yeah, I don't like living here anymore. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to catch up on chat.
No problem. It's duck eggs are good. It's a little rubbery. It's not that bad. A lot of people don't like seeing me eat balut. That scares the hell out of people. I don't have enough teeth to grind them down. But duck eggs, you could use one duck egg is equal to 2 chicken eggs when you're cooking. They're really strong. I don't recommend frying. You could use it in dishes. The shell is great if you grind it up and use it for fertilizer and stuff. I eat duck eggs all the time, either embryo or cooked. Dave, did you ever eat balut?
Mm-mm.
Never been overseas?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a great thing going overseas. It's like, what the
No, there's
heck
a
is
lot of
black
food.
eggs?
There's a lot of food overseas that just looking at it makes my stomach say, "You're not hungry right now."
I
I
think
mean,
Courtney brought up
go ahead.
black eggs.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a type of, it's like 1,000-year-old egg, except inside it's tea based. They soak that for about 2 months in tea, so the inside of the hard boiled egg is preserved and totally turns black. And also, it's strong as hell. You could bounce it off the ground.
Yeah, any food that I can throw on the ground that bounces back up to my neck, yeah, I'm not eating it. It's just like I had a friend of mine many years ago who went out and bought some shark. He said, "I'm going to cook up this." I said, "If you don't cook it right, you might as well wear it for shoe leather." He didn't cook it right. Yeah, that's why I learned at a very early age how to cook.
Yep. And also, if you cook shark wrong, it has ammonia in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't mind me still trying to catch up. Yeah, there's. Oh, shoot. There is a person I won't say they're a friend, but I've talked to a couple times over the last 2 decades, that's from Singapore. And he would tell me about the stuff that some of their markets and show me pictures of it. And some of it looked really good to try. And he said, "No, don't eat that one." I said, "Man, that looks good." He says, "No, bad, bad, bad for your stomach. Try that one over. If you're going to go, try this one over here." And he'd show me another picture. And I look at it, it's like, it's so disgusting looking. He says, "But man, it tastes good." So
Yeah, it's
a
kind
lot
of
of
weird
it's
in Singapore.
right there. Yeah, it is.
What looks good is bad for you. What's bad looking and stares at you, it's good.
Yeah, if it looks back at me, I'm probably going to walk the other direction. Because, you get to some countries and you see them pluck the eyes out of a goat's head and just, oh, that looks good. No, thanks.
Well, that's how my nephew feels every time they open my refrigerator door. I have a goat's head, everything peeled, ready for making head cheese. And they look in there trying to get a beer or a soda, and they freak out. Uncle Al, something's staring at me in the refrigerator. Yes, because I'm trying to make head cheese. Close the door. They kind of freak out every time they visit and look at my cooking.
Lori, your pizza wasn't looking back at you. It was calling you.
Sorry, Laurie, if we upset you with exotic foods.
No.
There's several travel channels that do went to Singapore. Singapore, depending what location you're at, goes either from really high class, beautiful, worldwide, safe foods for everybody, to what you find in the back alleys.
Let's not discuss wet markets. So let's see here.
Yeah, Singapore is very cool. Of course, they're kind of how I could say it. They don't allow porn or chewing gum or smoking in public areas, and they get upset if you're not dressed properly. Oh, and they like to cane people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't get caught stealing. You won't
Oh,
have a
heck
hand left.
no. Come home with, oh, what happened to my hand?
If they manage to stop the bleeding in time.
No, let's
Agreed.
see.
Hey, Lori, you could always do what I've been doing. Let's see. Last Thursday was the last time I ate a meal, quote unquote. It was 2 protein shakes, 1 cup of salad with blue cheese dressing, and 10 Slim Jims. That was my meal. It was 1,206 calories. What was it? Sunday night, I had 10 Slim Jims. And then yesterday, I had 10 Slim Jims. That's all I've had to eat in a week.
I think I had that for an appetizer one night. My problem is I tend to overeat. I have a tray of chicken breast with baby carrots, a little olive oil drizzled over it, garlic, some onions, baby potatoes, and I do the ranch
Carbs.
dressing powder and sprinkle over it.
Yep, there's some carbs.
Yep.
Get you every time.
That's why I weigh 200 pounds.
Come on, Lori. Come on. I dare you. You come crawl out of that little area you call Canada and come on down here to the Buckeye. Yeah, I triple dog dare you. If you think you're brave enough, come on down. We all know she's not going to come down here, so I ain't worried about it. I'm safe.
Right. Remember, folks, there are food shortages and other shortages that are going on. So please pick up your supplies. I just did another food list again for the 5th time. Certain things in certain areas have. I had argued with one gentleman from Canada telling me that ramen soups only cost him 10 cents a package. And I'm quoting him, you live in Canada in a territory where you probably get a good supply. If you're living in the States where our supply system's totally screwed up, I heard from people it rents from anywhere from 25 cents or 27 per package. My area, it's 28 cents a package. Or like Tony and Jackie of Welsh Farms in Florida, it's $1 a pack, one package. So it depends where you're located on certain food items. And eating ramen is not a food source, so be careful on it. And Dave could tell you how much sodium.
Well, see, and here comes the thing, too. I mean, we all need to have our gardens, okay? And I'm going to debunk gently, maybe not, the biggest misconception, biggest myth there is, and I don't care who wants to agree with me or not, but I'm going to tell you something. You have to have salt in moderation, but you have to have salt. If you go without salt, now see right now, with me fasting, with me walking and working out, I have to replenish the salt somehow on my body. And if I'm not eating regular food, I have to put it in via a liquid. I use pink salt. But the problem is also, as you ingest salt, you lose potassium. So you have to get potassium back in your system. And it's potassium citrate, not potassium iodide.
Right.
So you get it correct. Now there's a brand called no salt. That's your potassium citrate. And then get pink Himalayan salt. And as you're growing your garden, make sure you're getting some of that stuff in your system. That's the only reason I'm still functioning right now is because I've been drinking that and it doesn't taste the greatest. But back to the whole salt thing, you will need sources of salt in your food if you don't have a stockpile of salt in your home, which is one thing survival food is good for, is the amount of sodium in it. Problem is, it's also full of a lot of carbs. So you're going to have to be able to work out and maintain a healthy body weight. Now, most of us have extra poundage. I was at 260. I'm down to 218 this morning when I weighed myself. I've lost a fair bit of weight. I'm not saying everybody can do that, but as people who prepare, we need to start, and I'm guilty of not thinking about it up until the last 2.5, 3 months. I never thought about it. I know what I can carry and I was good with it. But realizing the food that I have stored, not counting the vegetables that I've got stored in cans, but the survival food and the MREs, after doing a lot of mental exercises, I'm not going to make myself sick, Lori. I'm fine. Anyway, the sodium that's in it, there's not enough potassium. So that's why I started doing a lot of mental exercises to figure out what I need to do to get healthy, to be able to survive on that food should it come to it, which is why I've been kind of pushing the whole caloric intake and monitoring your macronutrients. If you start now, when things get bad, worse, or even worse than that, you're already going to have your mindset set going, okay, this is what I need to eat today to keep healthy. I'm not trying to gain weight. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to maintain what I've got. I'm trying to maintain the body fat you have. Because that body fat, and I'm not saying this to be mean, please don't nobody take it this way. If you're 20 pounds overweight, you have enough fat cells on your body that you can make it 3 full weeks with no food. Okay.
And let's say hello to Anonymous American.
Hey. You've also got enough minerals inside the stored body fat to keep you healthy and alive. Do I recommend everybody decide to go 3 weeks with no food? No, I don't. Because most people will get very lethargic after the first 24. If you're going to do it, talk to your health professionals first. I didn't. I'm kind of crazy that way because I've lived on one meal a day for the last 30 some years. I've changed it up to where when I do eat, it's first thing in the morning, then I work out through the whole day. And if I work out through the whole day, when I weigh myself the next morning, I can see results. That's me though. My body chemistry and my metabolism, which is now more accelerated than it has been in years, is different than Al's. So if Al tried to copy what I'm doing, he might wind up very sick, sitting on the toilet going pee through his rear end. Not fun. So before you try to do anything, talk to a health professional to figure out where your body fat amount is. Look at the food you've been eating to see what you've got as far as vitamins already stored in your system. And I'm not going to stress this enough. Make sure you're in the sunlight and taking your vitamin D. If you all remember a few months, earlier this year, my neighbor's little boy had the dragon. There's a high probability she has it. She's had the fever now for 2 days, going on a third day. And yeah, my temperature's up a little bit too. So I have to be very cautious.
Yep. Dave, do you have anything to close out on seeds, vegetables?
Nope. I just realized we broke the hour mark.
Yes.
So,
Okay, folks. We'll catch you later. Dave, you have anything for next week?
yeah, we're doing the election stuff.
Okay, so check. You're going to be back on Wednesday, right, Dave?
Yep.
So check out what Dave's channel. I'm trying to point to him right here. That's Dave. At the same time, same location, a bat signal. I don't know. I can't remember that old saying, but I'm that
Same
old.
bat channel, same bat time.
Right. So we call it Dave's channel, Dave time, and same Dave period. I guess. I don't know. Okay. Night, folks.
Night, Al.
Night.
All right, y'all folks, have fun. Be safe. Take care. God bless.